considered working on a farm? I got your hand. I didn't think you'd be back so quickly. See? All in order? We'd like to remind, we've never evaded paying our dues to the city, not even once.
Paying taxes is nothing special. Come on, adventurer. You did well today. Drinks are on me.
Phovius, you're up.
Right. Chairman of the Heidel League of Merchants, Bobby Lore. Your time's up. Do you ever plan to repay your debt? Huh? My eyes thirst for blood. You gonna quench it? Huh?
I told you, I need a few more days.
And how long has it been? We've shown enough leniency. Miss your deadline again and we take the inn, as per our contract.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Lady Dret's had the lady's sudden, lapse into unconscious. I will return her ladyship safely home. Have no fear of that. My lady?
Wakey wake.
Oh, if it's about slapping Lady Dret, don't mind me. Consider it her handmaiden's privilege. Isabel Encarosha, the Heidel branch manager of the... I'm sure you're already well aware, but Serendia is currently under Calphionian rule. We can't help it. She is the sole heiress of House... I advise you not to get in their way. Any... You don't strike me as the type to heed advice.
Serendians are so pathetic. What business could the savior of Balanos have with me? I haven't a book. Oh, are you looking to make some silver? Savior or not, I don't hire just anyone. I'm a merchant. Information is as good as gold. So, it's only logical that I know the description of the...
You're Lady Jarrett's guest.
Grace was truly brilliant. How did the guild end up with a...
You're helping the Grand Chamberlain, right? Sir Jordine tasked me with something important, though I...
Phovius, have you sharpened your axe? I feel we shall...
Lady Jarrett here. She would have... You're the savior of Belia. I'm sure perhaps you could part with some small sum of silver?
I can't bear to watch this any longer. Are you really going to... Very well. Head to the Lynch farm.
Isabel, you know that's impossible.
I'm giving you this chance because of Lady Jarrett.
Damn. Look, please help me any way you can. I don't know where you hail from, but if you help me resolve this...
Bobby Lauren! Money! Ugh, want to pick a fight with a woman with nothing left to lose? Ha, I didn't think... What do you mean you can't drive the imps out? I can't just give up the biggest farm in the north! My husband's dead. I've even lost my wedding ring! This farm is all I have left. Calm down. This farm was our everything. Unhand me! I'd rather tear every imp apart with my bare hands, even if it means...
Are you genuinely asking or mocking us? Look at this. The imps here were once altar imps, tasked with the sacred... They used to live here peacefully, coexisting with the villagers. Anyway, our orders were not to get rid of the imps. We're to stop this madwoman from provoking them.
Is that so? I'd love to take you at your word, but... If you're here seeking an honourable death or something, please do it out of sight. Did you handle them all on your own? Adventure. Inside there is the house where my husband...
I can still picture my beautiful farm when I close my eyes.
Yes! This is my ring! Thank you so much. Here. This is everything I have. Now, this amount should be more than enough to settle our debt with that bastard Bobby Lauren.
You're more skilled than nothing out of the ordinary. Checking on the diligence of my debt collector, and if they were indeed diligent in their duties, I might have information to share as a sort of bonus. The leader of the altar imps here is called Dastard Beg. Surely you didn't think the elites of Hydael dared not approach on account of a few imps, did you? An imp larger than dear Povius here, and of even Beg was a troublesome imp, instigating duels whenever he was unnaturally strong, and went undefeated. So, Hydael sought out the best mercenary they could find. Thus, Liberto was welcome to After losing to Liberto, he no longer sought duels, attacking and butchering those caught unaware. As for Liberto Lynch of Dandelion, it's said he settled down in Serendia after defeating Beg. Rumor has it that Beg returned after the sighting of a man. Your countenance seems to question how I know so much. It behooves me to get rid of him, so fear not. Anyway, it seems you're handling the task well, so I'll be returning to Hydael. Oh, and also, despite the soldiers...
The farm was in such a mess. Yes! Oh, I will...
Mr. Player! No recovery.
Adventurer! Finally, Sir George. Let's hurry before he gets pulled into a meeting. It took a lot of effort to...
Praise for you has been abundant in my circles. I simply couldn't resist extending it. I share a dream with the people of Serendia for the happiness of the citizens of Serendia. Will you help me fulfill this dream? There's a castle ruins to the southeast of Serendia. Now it's nothing more than a den for traitors who discarded the...
But Sir Jordine, that's where Al is. He's your friend. You can't kill him.
My lady, there is not a soul alive unaware our friendship is what's kept him alive this long. But as future inheritor of this dukedom, you must also be...
Joe!
I should be seeing to the Monvidel ruins personally. But moreover, the fact that Alfonso Rundi and I were once friends, they are gaining strength by pillaging the surrounding area. So it is fortunate timing for a talented adventurer such as yours. If you succeed in taking down the Monvidel forces, I promise, and I shall do everything I can to help you find the White Witch. Of course, I will await your answer. My lady, please
So, I must be strong and just as Sir Jordine. There's something you should know before you depart for Monvidel. Jordine Ducasse, the son of a secretary. Alfonso Rundi, the son of a knight. And me, Jarette Domengart, the youngest daughter of the king. All hailing from different backgrounds, yet we were friends. To one another, we were Joe, Al, and Jerry. Always playing happily with one another. As we grew older, we began to realize the differences in our status. Then everything changed when Kelfion attacked. Joe and Al, those carefree scoundrels, enlisted to fight under General Cliff. I remained within the castle walls, entirely unaware of how the war was unfolding. When word came that the enemy was at our door, I tried to escape, but was captured by Kelfion. I took a blow to the head when I was taken prisoner. I thought surely my end had come. But when I opened my eyes again, I found myself in Jordine's arms. A strong jaw, a sharp nose, the sound of labored breathing. My heart races each time I recall that moment. After the war, he rose to the rank of Grand Chamberlain. He proposed to me, making us heirs to Serendia. But instead of celebrating our union, Al locked himself away in his estate, refusing to ever see me again. What horrors must he have endured in the war? I cannot. That said, Alfonso Rundi is still my friend. But promise me, swear, that you won't kill... Now, I wonder what meeting Sir Jordine's attending. Roig... And it's right on the heels of his proposal regarding Alfonso.
Grand Chamberlain, Sir Edmund Dawson of the extraction mill, still complains about the delivery schedule.
He's trying to pin his embezzlement on us.
What are you talking about? Speak plainly, Jordine.
Bring in the sword. Sir Edmund sent me this sword as a gift. It appears ordinary at first glance, but were you to hold it yourself, you would sense the darkness within, like gripping a shadow. It's undoubtedly been refined with pure black crystals, likely pilfered from our extraction mill.
Those Calphion scum. When will they leave us be? I'll personally deal with the black crystals later. For now, let's focus on the task. Let's first head to the Moretti farm and assess the situation. It's closest to Montverdel, so we're bound to find... This is Moretti Farm, the granary of Serendia. Lately, there's been a noticeable increase in soldiers in Montverdel, which means either they're stealing from Moretti Farm or, well, now that we're here, how should we approach this?
Naomi!
Right. Give them a casual greeting, Dret. Don't seem to stick...
Greetings. I am Mercianne Moretti. How can I help you, adventurer?
Hello? Oh, there's that scent again.
Taxes? Wasn't that last week? They went up a...
Oh! Is that so? There's that scent again. Why does it haunt me so? Yes, I was wondering the same. Why are soldiers hanging around?
They're mercenaries from Medea, currently protecting the farm.
What? Median forces on your farm?
What am I to do then? I requested Heidel to send troops to fend off the monsters. Do you know how much I've spent on them?
Shastarisi! Namreshi!
Actually, why didn't the Lord send someone like you earlier?
This one here is one of mine. Could
Of course. But I already paid for their services. I thought all the wheat over there... Is there something else you need? Or are you looking for some work here?
Mercianne! I'm here.
Ah, Coco, just in time. Everything's ready in the barn.
See, Povius? It's just as I... So, the intel of Moretti Farm siphoning grain...
I said I needed just one more week, Lady Isabel. Besides, you agreed to the extension.
Ah, so you're saying Serendians are trustworthy? And how much of my goodwill must I extend? One lends money but does not receive, while the other... Who's the villain? Of course it's the latter. Besides, I'm just reminding her that the date is forthcoming. So, what brings you here, adventurer? All of the troops at the castle ruins by yourself? You know, they're actually quite pitiful once you come to know them. Many who took loans from our Jean Merchant Guild claimed they did so to pay off their mounting taxes. I was just about to go and remind the Baron of his debt. Word is that he's gotten his hands on a black stone. Yet here I find you, heading the same way as I, So, I'd like to request you to be my escort.
Isabel, I'm literally standing right here. You cannot be so...
Oh, I had no such intention. If ever the adventurer goes to As it happens, I too am on my way to the Eastern Gateway. The more the merrier when it comes to...
If you dare pull such a stunt in front of me again...
Of course, my lady. Of course.
Serendian.
Oh, so you're the one, Sir Jordine.
Sir Havano Tito, did you just doubt the judgment of our...
What? Lady Jarette? What brings her ladyship to such dangerous...
As you can see, not so good.
Where did they get the funding to maintain such a large fort? Alfonso, born to a knight, if I'd been as fortunate in finding good friends and a mentor, I'd probably...
Do I hear a mere captain belittle? If Captain Cliff were around, he would have demoted you into dust.
Apologies, my lady. I'm just frustrated with... So, how do you plan on fighting them? Gonna take them on by yourself? Incoming! What did the Baron do? My lady, don't worry, Damn it, these bloody bastards!
The explosions!
Get inside! Lady Isabel! Hurry! Shit! I will protect the ladies! Everyone, guard the... Wipe them all out! My lady!
Damn it. I hoped you'd never see this side of me. I told you I've been taken hostage before. I only caught a glimpse, but he didn't seem human. I don't believe it. He was the paragon of justice. What could it... So, they've decided to settle it amongst themselves, have they? I have to find Sir Roig and return to Heidel. I'll leave this to you, and again, do not... Thank you. I'll rest in Glish in the...
Now me.
Lady Isabel wishes to speak with you. Mind your manners and listen.
My true purpose here is to parley with the Baron of Montvidel. Who would have thought the Baron would change so? That's why I know you're not here to kill the Baron, but Lady Jarette is known for her hot temper, but she also... I'm certain your lady wouldn't consider this betrayal. And I have full confidence in your ability to carry out this task.
Here, get it done. So this is the end for Sir. I only regret that I could not drag Jordine down to hell with me.
Wait.
The Grand Chamberlain's war is now inevitable. Perhaps its war left us nothing but scars. Will he seek?
I grew up the son of a poor knight, serving the Count of Montverdel. I became close friends with Princess Jarette and Jordine, the son of a secretary. Things have become a bit complicated now, but back then, Jarette was nothing short of an angel. My feelings for her grew by the day, but my humble status kept them from forming into action. When Calpheon invaded Serendia, Jordine's father was serving on the front line. Unfortunately, his father fell in battle, and that ever-cheerful lad spirit was forever shattered. Jordine and I enlisted in General Cliff's unit and fought fearlessly, like demons in the vanguard. Victory was nearly within our grasp, but then, in a cruel twist of fate, Jarette was captured by the enemy. There was a woman who had a hand in Jarette's kidnapping. Turns out, she was Jordine's lover. As a close friend, only I knew of this, but since we needed his help in rescuing Jarette, I didn't make mention of it. I proposed a desperate plan to General Cliff, sending out 3 of our best warriors to rescue her. I had hoped to be the one to rescue her, and once the war had ended, propose marriage with the dignity of a war hero. However, it was Jordine who snatched the role of knight in shining armor from me. During the mission, Jordine acted impulsively. I aided him and suffered a severe leg injury for it. As he escaped with Jarette in his arms, I could do nothing but watch. But even then, I still trusted my friend. Right after her rescue, the war ended. Calpheon made an example of the Montverdel lands by reducing them to ash. At the ceremony to honor the war heroes, Jordine was made Grand Chamberlain, and Jarette his bride-to-be. And I became Baron of some stone-wrought ruins. Since then, I've led the quiet. I wish to halt the war, to safeguard Serendia, to protect Jarette. But alas, then, what nonsense is this? This is all part of his plan to quell Montverdel, rally the remaining forces, and strike at Calpheon. Jarette? She sent you? Stop. Why would Jordine's betrothed want me spared? It's a bold-faced lie. She still considers me a friend. I see. But what of her husband-to-be? He'll likely never leave, even if you spare me now. Jordine will just try to kill me again. Might as well end it here. Do it! And why are you twisting that particular knife again? He paid you off in black stones, didn't he? And you use its power, not knowing how it consumes you! And yet you still feign innocence. Did he order you to... If such power is unknown to you, what is this black aura? You flaunt that power so blatantly. Did you think no one would...
So, the Black Crystal incident at the mill.
Isabel and Karosha, why are you here? The Grand Chamberlain's mercenary colluding with my benefactor? Or could it be that my benefactor doubts me and sent an
Even with Serendia's main forces, and then you stole a black stone and became consumed. Lord Alfonso, Hand over that black stone to me. You know very well what awaits you at the end of Blackstone.
Understood.
Oh dear. I know you lost your memory. Enrique Encarosha, one of the richest men. Did you help me all this time without knowing this? Red Nose and Gieth both had black stones, but I want to make a deal instead. You get what you want if you make further efforts to aid me. The Baron's black stone will be your good. I need more concrete evidence. Sir Havano Tito is the Grand Chamberlain's closest advisor. He should have whatever incriminating documents we need. There's nothing you can't handle, is there? I'm starting to like... Why was he keeping this? To use as leverage? It's a secret order from the Grand Chamberlain to put Greater Bobby... Lauren? Oh, this took an interesting turn. He should...
Back in my day, we clapped. Yeah, you have no proof. Hey, just because you have Lady Jarrett's backing doesn't make you less of... Listen well. I, Chairman Lauren of the High... Yes, those Calpheon scum may have taken one of my inns because I default...
His reaction is... well, my suspicions have settled into certainty. After all, as you're probably keenly aware by now, Serendia's coffer. So where do you suppose the Grand Chamberlain, who's preparing for... It's the Black Crystals, of course. I've heard talk of... Well, go on. Investigate. Hovius and I will keep an eye on... Oh dear. Have you forgotten? We both know exactly what we want. So don't complicate. Caesar is in charge of security for this town and the mill. I'll leave the method of negotiation up to you. I'm certain...
Ah, came alone. Is there any chance you're the famed mercenary who requested the Grand... Indeed. I heard you handled the Montvidel lot single-handed, so of course I put in a special request for you specifically. Oh, it's an honor that a mercenary favored by her ladyship has come to our aid. Our lands have become a battlefield. The Naga and Fogan situation has reached boiling point. It's not only villagers living here, but also passing merchants are being attacked. Our village is surrounded by great swaths of marshland. In fact, Nagas have lived there for many years. For the longest time, they lived peacefully alongside us. But one day, this bastard Titium arrived, bringing his tribe all the way from the great desert of Valencia, and laid claim to over half the marshland. Since then, it's been nothing but conflict. It's been 9 years already. We're the ones who ended up paying for his audacity. That's why we requested reinforcements from Hydo, which made me... I heard he's been focusing on military training these days, so we waited and waited, but aid never came. And then what are we supposed to do? Our own villages are in danger. If only we had a couple more outstanding soldiers like yourself, we wouldn't be facing these problems. A pity, innit? Ah, of course, we'd like to do just that, but our hands are... Do I have to keep repeating myself? Dealing with the Nagas and Fogans remains our priority. Understood? Finally, somebody who speaks sense. If you... I will promise to make the safety of Jean Merchant Guild my top... Huh? Ah! Grand Chamberlain! Shh! Audio. Keep it to yourself.
Adventurer, what a pleasure to run into you here. Word of your deeds has reached all the way to Heidel. Lady Jarrett is at the castle resting. She seems to have a lot on her mind. due to the rampant activities of the Biragi bandits, so I took the time to deal with them personally. But, Security Officer Caesar, would you give them charge of the towns?
Yes, of course, sir. I was just about to
Oh, and that White Witch you were curious about? It seems, Security Officer, Heidel will take care of the rewards for the adventure.
But it caught me dealing with the Jean Merchant Guild. Now that, as you're aware, the Grand Chamberlain to Tesh Calfian. But what can we do? Our noses are to the grindstone. We're in no position to be... Anyway, as I was saying, don't worry about our deal. It still stands. Beggars can't be choosers, and we're out of options.
I'll admit, you got some skills, all right. You got Lady Isabel learned something from interrogating Bobby Lauren. There's a place that's unusual. I acknowledge you got the skills, but how long can you find the source and destroy it, root and stem?
You don't want this power. It'll endanger you and everything you love.
Everyone, they're all dead. The Vulcans took our homes and drove us away from our lands. But the souls of our dead, they call to us from this artifact. That artifact is the only way we can take back our home.
That artifact cannot save you or your kin. Such power can only destroy, not save.
It's good to see you again. Not from Balanos to Serendia. No place is safe. Now, do you have some loose ends to tie up here? Well, go ahead, ask away. We have a few questions for you, too.
What? Really? You could hear the Naga's voice?
Now hold your horses, Yaz. I know it's exciting. What brought you here in the first place, anyway? Don't tell me you are after that relic, too. You would be wise to remember my words. Those and...
Terrascopia.
Looks like that thing is blabbing to you again.
Huh? Eden, we need more data to compare against the...
As expected, Argars aren't usually that vicious, so you can take it easy for a while. Yeah, the Fogans are still causing a ruckus. Oh, I see that twinkle. You're quite curious about the Fogans. There's a guard camp just south of the town. Soldiers have been dispatched. Go see Mal, the captain of the Southern Guard camp. She should have...
Huh? Really? With the forces in such a state, don't let all this hefty armor fool you. I'm a renowned. I heard the Fogans, usually seen only across the desert, were spotted here. So... It would be a fool's errand to face so many Fogans with such a minute force. I don't want to die. It would be a fool's errand to face so many Fogans with such a minute force. I don't want to die. I rushed over when I heard the cries of the Fogans. Are you saying you did all this alone? I am the captain of this post. How dare you ignore... Indeed! If only it wasn't for Titium, the Fogans wouldn't have had... Yes, the leader that brought those Fogans. Every time we hear the sound of a croaking toad, our whole... If you eyes around, we might just be able to get through to the Fogans. Terrascopia.
you're saying you've taken down Titium? And don't you worry about those security issues any longer. Promise?
Adventure, you're here. I've been waiting for you. Of course. I first thought you were just a fearless country bumpkin. Lady Isabel has gone to Heidel to take over a business from the... She will certainly keep her end of the promise as soon as she returns. Have no fear. Do not. Do not. When the Jean Merchant Guild first began trading here, I distinct... One day, he just vanished. No trace to be found. Freyro, I think it was. I saw him on the way here. He was talking. I don't know what business you have.
The demon spotted at Alejandro Farm. How did it happen? Was it truly a minion of Belmont?
It could be. Or perhaps it was a coincidence.
Oh! Is it the ancient stone chamber? That would be bad.
Is there anything suspicious going on?
Word is the overseer of the Black Crystal Extraction Mill has been acting strangely as of late.
Do you mean Sir Edmund?
An ominous presence is lurking around him. He's a Black Crystal addict. Is it possible that he could have awakened some kind of unknown relic?
Ooh, that sounds like something big. I gotta tell Eden. Big news incoming, la 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 la.
Rumor has it, there's an adventurer causing quite a stir around the village. I'm pleased to finally make your acquaintance.
There's a face I'm always happy to see. You see...
So, what brings you to this old man? If there's anything I can assist you with, say the word. Straight to the point with talk of if you were hoping to meet him. I'm afraid you're too late. He departed this world along Titium, the Fogan leader who drove the Nagas. If the Fogans ended up like this because of what happened back then...
It may very well, but the records are sealed and no one, even you. You were with Donat that day, yet you cannot remember.
Now listen. Everyone in town...
Hold on, Freyro. Adventurer, given your situation, I feel...
Alustan, why would you speak of such a thing? Could it be this adventurer is the one you spoke of?
What a pity. You seem to find where there is light. So we are.
back from reading Donat's journal, huh? Hey, what's that look for? It's not I'm way too cute to do something so morbid. Eden may be a bit of a rascal, but he wouldn't waste your time over nothing.
I've been waiting for you. The journal you brought from the ruins.
How?
Belmore? I never thought I'd see that name in here. Ever since Alejandro's... We need to alert Master Alustin first. He should still...
A journal. Astonishing. So that's why Belmore's minions appeared here. So far...
His best option to protect the town against Calpheon. Does this mean that the Shadow Knights have settled here? Where...
Adventurer, it seems we can no longer treat you as a simple... Long ago, Belmore reigned as king over the Hexa Kingdom. He was an ambitious conqueror who instilled fear far beyond his dominion. Yet time takes its toll on all of us, including him. Belmore was growing older, as were his worries. In an abominable act, he summoned the evil god Kazaka, unleashing a wave of corruption that left all it touched neither living nor dead. And so righteous individuals emerged to contest and ultimately vanquish both King Belmore and the Kazaka. These individuals were known as the Knights of Dawn, pursuers of truth and defenders of balance. However, the fallen Belmore did not simply vanish. Instead, he left a lingering curse on the souls of the surviving knights. Those who sealed and oversaw Belmore's remnants, the descendants of the Knights of Dawn, little by little were consumed by darkness. They became the Shadow Knights, now orchestrating the revival of Belmore. Regrettably, we have no knowledge of their current whereabouts. There is a matter that requires my attention elsewhere. Should I...
Alustin, what are you
Let's save our words for now, Frero. We forgot...
Understood.
Finished with your business here, have you? All your ducks in a row. Lady Isabel's business has been going smoothly. We're about to transport those Trina Knight military supplies. Heidel's off. By the way, I'm quite pleased with how you've handled. I'd like to recommend you for a position in our guild. Members from immigration checks to travel and various profitable and... We'll talk more on the matter later. I see Lady Jo...
Adventurer? I hear you've made quite a name. Lady Jarrett has great faith in you. Even now, she urgently has a small problem at the Black Crystal Extraction Mill.
Oh, well, isn't that a coincidence? Lady Isabel is all...
It seems you've gained the trust of both Serendia. Either way, both esteemed ladies are at the Black Crystal Extraction...
There's only... Have we not already granted you 3 extensions? This is becoming untenable.
Sir Edmund Jolson, I hear you're a knight of Calphion?
Threatening? I'm simply stating procedures. Perhaps you have forgotten to whom your father, His Grace, swore allegiance, Lady Jarrett.
Adventurer, I've run into a little, slight problem. Would you...
Slight problem? I'm sorry, did you say...
You have had the Black Crystal rights for 7 long. Oh, this unconscionable exploitation is truly...
Exploitation? You'd be wise to watch your words, my lady. I have proof of Bobby Lawrence. Do you really believe that Grand Chamberlain Ducasse is unaware?
You plan to accuse a man renowned for his integrity of such... And just how long do you plan on blaming us for the declining Why don't you send more technicians for maintenance? You have to...
As per the terms of the contract, signed in the declaration...
Surrender this. Declaration that... Oh! You pick and choose when you want to be an ally, and now you're treating us like this.
There it is. There's the lady's temper. Lady Jarrett, Sir Edmund. I would like to propose...
Oh, Lady Isabel. As expected from one of the prestigious...
Sir Edmund, I hear that you've been searching for high-purity black stones recently. In secret, that is.
How did you... No, that's not the point.
Then why not commission the most skilled adventurer in Oh, don't tell me. You've been away on business in Calf. Anyway, if we were to find even a single high-purity...
While that's true, that place...
I don't think danger will be a problem. Right, adventurer? If you pull this off, I'll immediately recommend you for...
I don't like siding with this woman, but I must...
If you are both in agreement, then it's fine with me. Well, what... Towards the Orc camp, west of the extraction. But as you get closer, they stop reacting. There are too many Orcs for our troops to subdue. So we've been...
Who are you, exactly? The one who sent the sword through Edmund?
We are the Shadow Knights. We serve King Belmorn of Hexa.
He's long dead. Huh?
That's right, Jordine. We've been preparing for the King's resurrection.
Nonsense.
Just one final step remains. A vessel to contain our King's pure wrath and ambition. You, Jordine.
You dare to make me a sacrifice?
I see it differently. Jordine, do you not wish for the destruction of Calphion? With Lord Belmorn's power, that can easily come to fruition.
Serendia need not stoop to dark sorcery. By my might alone, Calphion will crumble.
You will soon make your decision.
Get out now, this swine.
Orcs are no easy opponents. Oh, impressive.
And with this, our adventurer has solved yet another...
I believed in you, adventurer. This time I will personally
Maybe with this incident, the winds have changed.
Shall we head back to Heidel? And don't worry, it's my treat. I'll go ahead and grab us a table. Feel free to take care of any business. Don't be too late. Golden Toad Inn, got it? See you there. Huh? Isabel? What are you...
Me? Don't be absurd. We, the Jean...
Ah, that Bobby Lauren. All talk and no action. I'm in a good mood today.
I hate to show up and spoil the mood, but it's a...
What is it? It better not be something trivial. From tomorrow,
It's about the war. The war between Serendia...
What? What are you talking about? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes. Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse is planning...
Do you realize what you're saying? Serendia is a vassal state. Why, if you're not careful with your words, both Trina Knights and...
I'm well aware. That's why I'm discussing this discreetly with you and the adventurer. Simply put, the current standing Serendian army is, despite being burdened with high taxes, farms across Serendia and Median mercenaries are quietly amassing while only You've seen it with your own eyes, haven't you? Adventurer, don't tell me you believe all this was done to bolster the strength of the nation. And don't misunderstand. I want to prevent a war. I just want to grow the Shan Merchant Guild by boosting Serendia's Besides, Calpheon is about to hold an election for chief. My father, a member of the Callis Parliament, is a
You... Ugh. I will not! This concerns my people. I must hear it directly from Sir Jardine.
Don't worry about the little lady. I've already sent word to Sir Roig. We're short on time. We need to resolve this matter entirely. Thanks to the exceptional skills of our newest member, now only the Baragi bandits remain. But the Callis Parliament has already begun to notice. Imagine Calpheon requesting a reduction of the standing army. In that case, he would probably go to war. Even if he doesn't desire it, the situation will force his hand.
This is an upgraded USB
Black Crystal extraction mill, right? Seeing the look on Sir Edmund's face when you presented that black... At first, I thought it was Jordine embezzling for his military. The important thing is what the Callis Parliament thinks. I'm certain someone I know well within the council is likely to have connections with Sir Edmund. Hold it. Let's sort things out one at a time. Taken aback by the title? I did promise you a position for a job well done. Worry not. The title will... A fine plan. The Grand Chamberlain already trusts you are the only one in all of Serendia who can gather reliable information. Well, I know the real power was his sister, Grace Lauren. But remember, don't push him too far. If something... I'll look into the financial records of this inn. It seems it was once the base...
Adventurer, please. I first perceived you as a young, ambitious upstart, seeking to rise above theirs. So, what brings you to me? For you, I can spare the time. Let's be frank. The lives of Serendians have changed. His Grace has always been a king to his people, and recently, due to issues with our finances, we've had to raise tax. But ever since that war, since our defeat, Serendia has been robbed of the opportunity to grow stronger. Our country may have lost the war, and our king is, while we may appear free to politic in our people's best interest, take the Black Crystal Extraction Mill, for instance. Anything, the Black Crystals hold the potential to make our nation a political superpower. Yet we are not even allowed to study. Calpheon crushed us because of those Black Crystals. I yearn for my homeland to become a country of greater strength. The first step will be to reclaim the rights to the extraction mill. It won't be an easy task, which is why Serendia needs... If you agree, I plan to introduce you to His Grace tomorrow. If you view it as just another slick politician's rhetoric, fool, I too am a citizen of a defeated country. The horrors of war, indeed. After the war, my life changed. It's not the most... My father was once Lord Constable of Serendia. Then one day, he was exiled. He was accused of deeply offending the king. As the scales tipped, I lived recklessly. I wallowed in the arms of a woman named Roxanne. Alfonso, ever earnest, had eyes only for Princess Durette. I wished him the best. Then, suddenly, the Princess of Calpheon, who was married to one of the princes of Serendia, died. Calpheon pinned the blame on Serendia and waged war against us. In the ensuing war, my father was killed. Consumed with anger and grief, I enlisted in the army alongside Alfonso. I still remember the moment I reclaimed my father's sword from the blood-soaked battlefield. We were on the cusp of victory when Princess Durette was taken hostage. Alfonso proposed the formation of a rescue party. His intentions were clear. He wanted to make a name for himself, elevate his status, and win the heart of his love. However, it was I who ended up rescuing the princess locked in the tower. Alfonso, unable to contain his eagerness, wounded his leg. The rescue operation did not go as intended. General Cliff used me as a decoy to escape with the princess. As a strategist, it was the obvious choice. I was left to survive by the skin of my teeth and return to hiding. Upon my return, I learned Serendia had been defeated. The king had surrendered and was now a duke. The Calpheon army then swept across Serendia, reducing Monvedel to ruins as a stark example. Then I began courting Durette. Alfonso, in shock from all that transpired, went into seclusion. A year later, when the Duke returned from the war tribunal, Durette and I pledged to marry. In that moment, the sole survivor of a crumbling family became the heir to an entire country. Shortly after, I became Grand Chamberlain, overseeing affairs of state in the Duke's stead. Now, with unfettered access to our nation's secrets, I learned of everything that had occurred during the war. My parents passed away while resisting Calpheon's attack on the Western Front. That tragedy was avoidable and born entirely from General Cliff's misjudgments. I couldn't stand the sight of him, so I demoted him and sent him to the outskirts of Balanos. Calpheon then constructed a black crystal extraction facility in the Western Swamp, keeping its output for themselves. It was only then that I came to understand the princess's death had been but an excuse to wage war, to obfuscate their true intentions. Moreover, the subject of my youthful affections, Roxanne Fiazza, was discovered to be a Calpheonian spy. By plunging Serendia's royal family into chaos, Calpheon created an excuse to attack. She orchestrated the princess's kidnapping and delivered Calpheon their victory on a silver platter. There were many questions I wished to ask her, but alas, she had already taken her own life. Ever since then, I've been living desperately to set things right again. Calpheon stole everything from my country. Everything from me. Feels good to get that tail off my chest after so... An opportunity like this doesn't knock twice. I trust you under... There's a theory suggesting she's connected to the disappearances but for now, evidence is merely circumstantial. So there's not... I've prepared a special meal for you. The cook here is quite skilled.
eBay Refurbished has everything you're looking for in a tablet. Find the brand you want, the features you want, at the right price.
Are you back from meeting Sir Jordine? So, even though he didn't say it outright, an intense fury... Well, there's nothing more we can do for now.
How could this happen? Tell me! Why are they tormenting us like this?
Don't cry, Lady Jarette. The heir of Serendia should not...
Calpheon ordered us to disband our army by day. The imp issue is far from resolved. Yet they demand Jordine. What could he have done to provoke such a response from Calpheon?
Did you rest well? The world has changed overnight. It appears we have another busy day. Captain Cliff has urgently requested my assistance. The Shadow Knights have long been deemed heretics in Calpheon following your visit to the extraction mill. It must have been Sir Edmund who reported the incident to Calpheon. Heretics were discovered in the Protectorate. Thus, the need to root out potential traitors justified their order to
What? Oh, don't tell me! You're...
Lady Jarette, please, calm down.
What business did the Grand Chamberlain have with them? Was it black crystals? Sacrificial offerings of virgins and children?
The king? The Shadow Knights seek a king now?
Indeed. It seems they aim to revive the monarch.
Belmorn? Captain, was Belmorn not...
Lady Jarette, our chief concern should be the disbandment.
What are you talking about, Captain? Are you suggesting that we station Calpheon's army within our borders?
Accept the disbandment order first. It will prove, in the meantime, we will uncover the lair of those spectres.
Lady Jarette, Captain Cliff's judgment is sound. Serendia would once again fall victim to the atrocities of...
Silence! Have you forgotten what this Calpheon bastard...
My lady! Lady Jarette!
Would the Grand Chamberlain truly accept that? A man who...
If it's true, we're dealing with a far greater... Yet, if he is now bracing for a war with...
It seems there's no time left to lose. We must take action now. Adventurer, go to the council chamber. If the Shadow Knights approach him now, you're the only one who can stop...
Adventurer, please save him. I beg you.
Your Grace, you've seen it for yourself. The foundations that Medea built itself upon.
Yes, Grand Chamberlain. I know it well.
Then why do you hesitate? Your Grace, why do you think Calpheon took over Serendia? Black crystals. The black crystals. It's because of those black crystals. Reclaiming the rights to the black crystals will allow Serendia to prosper once more. We can welcome back the days of glorious splendor.
Grand Chamberlain, I am terrified.
You must remain resolute. The taxes are only temporary measures. If we can reclaim rights to the Black Crystal business, we can return the taxes to the people.
But how can we claim victory against Calpheon?
We have already completed the initial trials. If we supply harpies, sawnils, and trolls with pure black crystals, they will provide ample distraction for Delphi and Trina Knights. If we seize that opportunity, we can take the Chief Counselor's head.
Isn't it all too obvious? They've already seen right through you.
Already? What is this? Sir Edmund? What are you doing here?
Glory to the sunlight upon the eagle's feathers, Your Grace.
Speak.
I will be extraditing the Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse to Calpheon.
Bastard, how dare you!
I'm sorry, Grand Chamberlain. I was fearful.
Your Grace!
Sir Jordine, you'd be wise to come quietly. You must stand trial before the Calpheon court. The trial will be fair, and if found innocent, Calpheon will compensate Serendia properly.
My fate does not end here. Not like this. This calls for a change of plan.
As I suspected, Shadow Knights! You're the one who... Quickly! Execute the traitor of Calpheon! At once!
Sir Edmund, this isn't what you promised.
Where is he?
Jordine.
Somebody please help!
Adventurer, you too. I truly believed you'd understand. Your Grace, there's no turning back now. Rest assured, you and the Lady Jarette will not be harmed.
Jordine, why on earth are you doing this?
For the glory, for the splendor of Serendia.
Jordine!
Let us know.
adventurer. What in the... Sir Edmund? Father?
Your Grace, please, wait! That watch, Master Alustin believes that to...